All right, welcome, wrestling fans. Here's the Nation Network. And this is the World Wrestling Federation Wrestling Classic.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 270 pounds, Hercules Hernandez.
All right, fans, this is the one-night tournament featuring some of the top stars of the World Wrestling Federation as they compete to find out who will be, in fact, the winner of the Wrestling Classic and have the bragging rights as King of the Ring. Joining me in the broadcast booth, as always, the one, the only, Jesse, the Body Venture. And Jess, tonight you've got to be excited about this one.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, I'm excited just a little bit. But the reason I'm excited might be different. Now, while the winner of this event may be crowned as the King of the Ring or the Wrestling Classic Champion, whatever you want to call it, what they're not going to be is the real World Champion, and that's one person and one person only.
That's right, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
No. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he has made it clear whoever wins tonight, he'll put his world title up on the line against. Could it be Bret the Hitman Hart or maybe even Hercules?
Well, again, that title not recognized here in the World Wrestling Federation. Still a big dispute going on between the legal entities of the Nature Boy Ric Flair as well as those up in the hierarchy of the World Wrestling Federation. More still to come on that one, I am so sure. The mighty Hercules walking him around the ring for the moment, but now the Hitman fighting his way back out of this one.
Well, right now, power and strength is definitely going to be in the corner of Hercules. However, one of the rules of this night right here, and I don't necessarily agree with it, is there are no managers allowed at ringside. So he doesn't have the Doctor of Style there to help him out.
And I, for one, am very happy about that. Let the match take place inside the ring without any outside interference.
Well, there's no saying there would have been outside interference, but he's the manager. He has a right to be down there.
Well, according to the president, that is not going to happen here tonight. They wanted a clear tournament winner, and they are going to get it here tonight. Hercules again displaying the power advantage he has over Bret the Hitman Hart. But the Hitman is one heck of a consummate wrestler, and he can find ways to overcome, I believe, the offense of Hercules Hernandez.
Well, I'll tell you right now, he better figure it out quick because Hercules starting to beat him down into the mat, and it's starting to take its toll.
I'll agree one thing right now, Bret the Hitman Hart not looking so good. As Hercules really doing a number on the Hitman, but now Bret Hart putting the boots to the back of Hercules. And now a big leg drop down across the throat. We are live from Rosemont here in Chicago, Illinois. The Rosemont Horizon, the setting for the Wrestling Classic. Cover goes for the cover against one.
Yeah, they call it the Windy City. I'm a little bit more concerned about the gang warfare myself.
I'll tell you, it's going to be some gang warfare in the ring here tonight. Again, Hercules went in. I believe he was going for that bear hug that we have seen him apply in the past.
Yeah, I'll give credit to the Hitman, though. He was able to get out of it very quickly. Very smart move on the part of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Another nice reversal by the Hitman, and now Hercules is in the turnbuckle. And now the Hitman with a big bulldog all the way out. Call it the Calgary Stampede if you like. From the middle rope, drives the elbow right into the head of Hercules Hernandez. Bret the Hitman Hart right now in control of this one. He's going for it. Here it is. Sharpshooter is on it. Hercules maybe having a tap out.
I don't believe it's going to happen. Hercules is going to find a way to power out.
No, he does not.
Unbelievable.
Bret the Hitman Hart gets the victory by submission. Can you believe it?
No, I really can't. That's unbelievable to me that Hercules would submit.
Well, submit, and submit he did. Both men with opportunities in this one. Both men tried to take advantage, but only one successful, and that's the way this tournament will go here tonight. As we take a look back at, this is the moment right here. There it is, the sharpshooter. And many people have given into that one, submitted, and here's another. Add to the list, Hercules Hernandez.
Well, that goes back to my point from earlier. There should have been
Here is your winner,
a manager there in the corner.
Hitman Hart.
So then you're advocating for outside interference.
No, I'm not saying anything about outside interference at all. I'm telling him he could have helped root him on. He could have made him reach down deeper. Could have told him how far away the ropes are, which way to turn.
There is the winner, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. Plenty more still to come. All right, once again back live from the Rosemont here in Chicago, Illinois. The second of our first round matches.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Pearl River, Mississippi, weighing in at 303 pounds, Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson, also under the tutelage of the Doctor of Style, Slick. And once again, he will be out here on his own. Boy, I'll tell you what, this matchup is going to be very interesting. Two of the strongest men here in the World Wrestling Federation, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even disagree with that, because look at the way Ahmed Johnson's put together. You can't argue with the fact that he's one powerful, strong individual. But the guy he's about to be going up against is no slouch in the gym either. However, I think that Ahmed Johnson possesses a mean streak that will put him over the top. That's my opinion. I'm calling it right now for Ahmed Johnson here.
Well, that is a bold prediction indeed when we consider who he will be going up against in just a few moments. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen.
From Manchester, England, weighing in at 256 pounds, the British Bulldog.
The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Boy, is he ever put together.
Well, like I said, he doesn't miss much time in the gym. He's a great-looking athlete, no doubt about it. He's got all the talent in the world, former tag team champion. He's looking for some singles action right now. And what would it mean for him if he were to come out on top in a tournament like this one?
Well, I dare say that would be a huge feather in the cap of the British Bulldog. But he's going to have to get past this man first. All right, bell sounds, action's underway. Here we go. Once again, there's that power coming into play right at the beginning of the match.
He went right to a big overhead power slam, but Ahmed Johnson is right back, not only on his feet, but in control.
Ahmed Johnson going to work on the arm of the British Bulldog. Nicely done by Davey Boy Smith as he back body drops Ahmed into the middle of the ring. This is going to be a back and forth match, I can guarantee you that, as Ahmed Johnson, oh, what a tremendous clothesline rush. And now Ahmed trying to scoop up the Bulldog. That's not going to happen. And a clothesline by Davey Boy Smith puts him down, goes for the cover. He does not hook the leg, does not get a 3 count.
Way too early anyway. He wasn't going to pin him, and he knew it.
Look at those forearms. Boy, he's coming from all the way down south with those. Wind up forearms with a lot of authority. But now it is Ahmed Johnson with some stiff right hands. And now it's the Bulldog into the corner. Ahmed Johnson with the body splash. And Davey Boy Smith is in trouble. Johnson with a suplex. And right now the momentum solidly behind Ahmed Johnson in this one. And now, oh, look at it. Look at this. He's trying to draw submission from the British Bulldog.
We could have 2 submissions in a row. What would that say about the Wrestling Classic?
And the British Bulldog now with a big body slam on Ahmed Johnson, who is in the middle of the ring in trouble. This has been everything we expected early on Donnybrook. Back and forth, matching power as well as strikes have these two men. And now the British Bulldog throws him all the way out to the floor. He landed hard.
Yeah, well, he caught the apron on the way down, and that could have done some damage to the back or the kidneys, depending where he landed. But it was a rough landing no matter what.
Driving the head of Ahmed Johnson into the ring apron here. Fans' tickets for this event have been sold out a long time in advance. Oh my goodness! Look what just happened there! He caught Ahmed Johnson, used his momentum against him, and he really did a number on him.
Yeah, Ahmed Johnson right now is in all kinds of trouble following that slingshot across the top rope. Had a lot of forward momentum really going in there.
Oh, but Ahmed Johnson with that overhead military press dropped into a slam, and now the Bulldog in trouble. Pearl River plunge. There it is. Shoulders are down. He gets 1, 2, and 3. No.
Almost had him right there. The Bulldog somehow managing to get out at the last moment. But I thought for sure this match was over.
It certainly appeared that it was. Not too many people going to get up from the Pearl River plunge. And now Ahmed Johnson again wants the Bulldog back on his feet.
Well, if he was going to go for the cover, why did he wait?
1 count only as Davey Boy Smith is trying to stay in this match, but it's going to be a lot harder now. Ahmed Johnson, wow, what a move right there. Inverted suplex and then drove him right down on the back of his head. Gets a 2 count again. And the British Bulldog continues to reach down deep inside.
I don't think Davey Boy can handle too much more of what's been dished out to him.
What a drop kick by Ahmed Johnson. The big man with some maneuvers that you would not expect to see from a near 300-pounder. And now that rear chin lock slapped on tight. And the British Bulldog having to pull the weight of Ahmed Johnson as he tries to fight for oxygen.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, he's fading fast. Ahmed Johnson's fighting a very smart fight here tonight. He's not wasting a lot of motions whatsoever, and he's making the Bulldog pay the price.
Davey Boy Smith grabs the ankles and drops Ahmed Johnson, but he's got to follow it up with some real offense. Back elbow finds the mark, and Davey Boy's in trouble once again. Off to the ropes he goes. Back out front, Ahmed Johnson. Oh, what a move! Launched him into the air and then caught him with a power slam. The Bulldog should be over.
Big mistake in my opinion. I think he should have gone for the cover after that move. What's he doing now?
Ahmed Johnson's going all the way up to the top rope. This is not a place that he's usually going to be found. Oh, headbutt finds the mark. He hooks the leg. One. He's got two. And again, the Bulldog finds a way out.
Well, I'll say one thing for the British Bulldog. He might be getting a butt whooping here tonight, but he will not stay down.
Another back elbow by Ahmed Johnson. Falls it up with a spine buster into the turnbuckle. The back of the head of the British Bulldog struck the middle and the bottom turnbuckle on the way down. He may be unconscious right now. Hooks the leg in the middle of the ring. Referee's there. 1, 2, and again Davey Boy kicks out the back.
I cannot believe that these two guys are still going. I can't believe the British Bulldog is still going.
Ahmed Johnson, oh, he was going for the Pearl River again this time. Davey Boy caught the boot and an atomic knee drop. Davey Boy Smith has him up in the air. Running power slam. He hooks the leg. Will it be enough? No.
Well, if you're Davey Boy Smith right now, you've got to be asking the question, how much longer do you go? You just hit Ahmed Johnson with your best move, and he kicked out on one.
And now I believe the British Bulldog has been busted wide open. Yes, indeed, blood flowing down the forehead of the Bulldog, and Ahmed Johnson targeting that cut. Hooks the leg. Will this be it? It's over. Ahmed Johnson with the most impressive victory here tonight over the British Bulldog.
And to your point, it didn't matter that Slick wasn't here. He's still able to do it on his own, but I'm just telling you, as a manager, you have a right to be at ringside.
There's that Pearl River plunge we saw earlier tonight. Almost got him the win. The diving headbutt, that's something we don't see out of him very often, but there it was. You saw his head striking the turnbuckle, and that was just too much.
Here is your winner, Ahmed Johnson.
All right, fans, we know now our first second round matchup. It'll be the Hitman Bret Hart going up against Ahmed Johnson, and that is going to be one for the record books, no doubt about it. Stay with us, plenty more to come here from the Wrestling Classic.
Everybody's gonna pay. 'Cause the $1 Million Man always gets his way. Money, 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 money. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1 Million Man. And you will be bought.
All right, fans, welcome back once again as the Wrestling Classic continues.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 216 pounds, the Kid.
All right, this kid right now, he came in on Monday Night Raw, shocking the world, pulling off the 1-2-3 victory over Razor Ramon.
Well, everybody figures that was a lucky break for this young kid, but I don't think his luck's going to last much longer.
And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 249 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
All right, Greg the Hammer Valentine, former Intercontinental Champion, former World Tag Team Champion, and now trying to become the winner of the Wrestling Classic to become the King of the Ring. But he better not take this kid very lightly, and I don't think after what happened on the Monday Night Raw that anybody ever will.
Well, I'll tell you again, I think the 1-2-3 kid got very lucky. He caught Razor Ramon off guard on a bad night. He had a lucky night in him, but I don't foresee that he's going to have that luck running much longer.
I'll tell you, it would not surprise me if he were to find a way to beat Mr. Valentine based on the performance we saw on Monday night. Valentine, however, wasting no time at all, going to work on the leg of this kid.
Well, that's a smart move right there by Valentine for two reasons. Number one, you know he's going to go for that figure four leg lock. And number two, if he can do some damage to the leg, that'll take care of some of the high-risk, high-flying offense that this kid likes to perform.
Valentine now choking him out right in the middle of the ring. Referee standing by doing absolutely nothing. Back body dropping. Oh my goodness, the kid goes for the ride. Valentine goes for the cover, doesn't try to hook the leg, gets nothing.
Early on in the match, Valentine just kind of playing with him a little bit. Kind of the way that a cat plays with a mouse. The mouse jumps to the left, the cat picks him up with his paw, puts him back in the middle. The mouse jumps to the right, the cat picks him up with his paw, puts him back in the middle. And then eventually he'll just squash his ass.
Well, I beg your pardon, and Greg the Hammer Valentine indeed right now is just playing with this kid. And again, Valentine going to work on the leg right there. Nicely done. And I believe he may have already grounded him. Oh, wait a minute. The kid now with a big kick. Oh, there's a nice move. Rolling senton heel kick right to the jaw. Valentine might be out.
He's definitely dazed, Greg the Hammer Valentine right now. Valentine's dazed from that back heel kick.
The 1-2-3 kid with a one-legged monkey flip. Irish whip sends Valentine to the ropes. Back out front. Deep arm drag taking the Hammer over. Oh, look at that kick. Again, and a forearm has dazed Valentine. But now the Hammer coming right back in again, targeting the leg.
Valentine clearly has a game plan, and he is sticking to it. That's the mark of a champion right there.
Well, another mark of a champion is to hook the leg on a pin attempt, and Valentine continues to pass the opportunity. Greg the Hammer Valentine with a left jab. Oh, jawbreaker right there by the 1-2-3 kid again. Stuns the native of Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, but now what's he doing? Celebrating with the fans. Why? Because he got one move in?
Couple of clotheslines right here. Nice duck underneath and a back kick right on the money.
Oh, and Valentine caught him. Oh, wait, Greg Valentine now making a mistake.
Indeed he was, as he was chastising some of the ringsiders. And now what is going on here? The kid has got Valentine laid out. Split leg moonsault. He hooks the leg. One. This is going to be an upset. No.
Wow, very close right there to putting him away. Now once again quickly up to the top rope.
He wants Valentine back on his feet. He's awfully close to the corner. He caught him with a crossbody. Hooks the leg. Referee is there one. 2. He got, no, almost.
I don't believe how close he just came.
Greg the Hammer Valentine just barely got that shoulder up off the mat. Jimmy Hart's got to be in the back going absolutely crazy right now. The Hammer back in control, but just for the moment as the 1-2-3 Kid meets his shoulder block with one of his own. And now the Kid working on the arm of Greg the Hammer Valentine. I'll say one thing for this Kid. He has gone in the ring against some of the biggest and toughest names in the World Wrestling Federation and has done quite well for himself. Undefeated thus far in the World Wrestling Federation. Will that streak come to an end here tonight? Wait, Valentine is leaving the ring.
Well, it's a smart move. You want to kind of clear your mind for a moment. But the 1-2-3 Kid wouldn't allow it. He followed him outside the ring. But now look who's in control.
Valentine with that half Boston crab on the floor as the referee counts both of these men. What is going on here? Head first into the apron and Valentine goes down. You would not know who the rookie is in this one based on what's going on right here. Nice slide out drop kick to the side of the head of Greg Valentine. Oh, big knee. That might have knocked him out.
It may have indeed, but he doesn't go for the cover, and Valentine's going to take advantage.
Well, he tries to, but the Kid once again able to surprise him. Standing moonsault, you gotta be kidding me. He hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
2 count only. Greg the Hammer Valentine better reach deep down inside and figure out what he's going to do, because this Kid right now is one mistake away from getting a big win.
Valentine again targeting the left leg, the knee, and the ankle of the 1-2-3 Kid, and you know why. Here it comes. No. Still going to work on the leg. When is he going to try the figure 4 leg lock? I believe he was trying it right there, but the 1-2-3 Kid kicked him off.
Big clothesline right there in the corner by Greg the Hammer Valentine. Now the 1-2-3 Kid starting to feel the impact of those blows by the much bigger, heavier veteran.
Oh my goodness! Face first into the canvas, and now the Kid hooks the leg. 2, he got him! He got him!
Are you kidding me?
The 1-2-3 Kid still remains undefeated here in the World Wrestling Federation.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look back at moments here, Valentine never was able to apply the figure 4 leg lock.
But right here we see this Kid going up there with that split leg moonsault right into a cover. He hooked the leg, almost got him. Then from the top rope, cross body block, perfectly executed. Hooked the leg again, almost got him. But I thought Valentine, once he survived that, was going to come back with enough to pull off the victory.
Standing moonsault, let me tell you, what athleticism in this young man.
Here is your winner, the Kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1-2-3 Kid has just put the World Wrestling Federation on notice. We'll be back with more here from Illinois as the Wrestling Classic continues here on the Nation Network. All right, fans, people are still buzzing in this building about what just went down.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 287 pounds, the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Can you believe it?
No, I definitely cannot believe it. It was an unbelievable. But let's talk about something now. Let's talk about the elephant in the room right here. Razor Ramon, the former World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion of the world, stepping into the ring right now. If he wins this match in the second round, it'll be the return match for the 1-2-3 Kid against Razor Ramon. And that will be perhaps the biggest match of the night.
Well, he would still have to get past this contest in order to get into that matchup. And I don't know that he'll have the opportunity to meet the 1-2-3 Kid here tonight.
Well, I have no doubt in the world that he will.
And his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, Tito Santana.
Tito Santana still wearing his Strike Force gear despite the breakup of that team with he and Rick Martel. Martel was originally scripted to be here in this tournament tonight, but due to travel difficulties, he was not able to make it.
Yeah, that's why we have a 1-2-3 Kid in the ring, isn't it?
Big drop kick right there by Tito Santana. Falls up with a big knee lift, or knee drive, I should say, to the lower back of Razor Ramon. You know, we talk about big victories here tonight. What if Tito Santana were to beat Razor Ramon right now? Former world champion, how big a feather would that be in his cap?
Well, no doubt about it, it would be huge. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Razor Ramon is way too overpowered for Tito Santana to have a chance in this one. And I also don't think Chico's going to be able to do it simply because he's not as good.
That's Tito Santana.
That's what I said, Chico.
Well, be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, Tito Santana very capable as the referee's count is going to be making it to 8. These men better beware. Razor Ramon now back in the ring. Santana follows him just in time as the count reaches 9.
Big shoulder block right there by Razor Ramon. A size and strength advantage, in my opinion, is clearly with Razor Ramon.
I'm not sure I would agree with that entirely. He may have an advantage. I don't think it's that big of an advantage, and I think Tito Santana's athleticism and agility would more than offset that and make this a very even matchup.
Yeah, of course you're going to say that because it's Chico.
And again, I remind you, it is Tito Santana.
And again, I remind you, that's what I said, Chico. From Tijuana, Mexico.
Tacula, Mexico.
What's the difference?
And Razor Ramon now. Better watch out. He turned his back on Santana. But he gets away with it. Last call. The big fall away slam. And Santana goes to work on the arm. And now he's got Razor up. Drops him down across the top rope. He hung him out to dry. Hooks the leg. 1. And Razor Ramon able to kick out on 1.
Well, Razor Ramon showing the resilience of a champion right there. That was a devastating move. Oh, man.
Well, speaking of devastating moves, pile driver Razor Ramon is in trouble. Santana goes to the eyes.
Yeah, that's in the wrestling book, right? Nice amateur-style wrestling, Tito Santana, the good boy, huh?
Went for the drop kick, nobody home.
You know, I saw a fan holding up a sign a moment ago that said, "Yo, Chico," so don't be correcting me.
I believe that would be a sign for Razor Ramon.
No, I think it's somebody who's a fan of Chico Santana's.
Santana now has Razor Ramon down. He appears to be injured. Santana giving him an opportunity to recover. Not sure if that's exactly what you want to do against somebody like Razor Ramon. Irish whips him into the turnbuckle, and he comes off with authority. Santana standing over Razor Ramon. Boot right to the midsection. A big drop kick by Tito Santana. Oh, he's got the leg. Figure four, it's on. And this could be it. Razor Ramon in trouble. It's over.
You've got to be kidding me.
Tito Santana gets the win.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Are you trying to tell me that Chico Santana is going to get a victory over Razor Ramon?
I'm telling you, that's exactly what just happened, and I believe that's the reason right there. I don't believe Razor Ramon ever recovered from that lariat down across the top rope. The move that Greg Valentine failed to apply earlier. Santana gets it on. The figure four leg lock. Razor Ramon looked like he might be able to turn it over at one point right here, but that was it. Tremendous victory here.
Tito Santana.
Well, the Dream Return match is not going to be happening here tonight anyway. It will be Tito Santana against the 1-2-3 Kid in the second round. And I tell you right now, that one should be a barn burner. Stay with us, fans. Plenty more here from Rosemont, Illinois. All right, fans, here we go with our second round matchup.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Bret the Hitman Hart making his way into the ring. Coming off of that big victory in the opening contest against Hercules, but now he's got a whole new challenger in line. And I'll tell you right now, it's only going to get tougher for all of these guys as the matches progress.
Well, such is the world of tournament life in any sport, anywhere. The cream will always rise to the top.
And his opponent, from Pearl River, Mississippi, weighing in at 303 pounds, Ahmed Johnson.
Well, they say styles make fights, but this one's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, well, when it comes to styles, you've got Bret the Hitman Hart, the excellence of execution, a tactician, if ever there was one, going up against the brute power and force of Ahmed Johnson. And I'll tell you, I don't like Bret the Hitman Hart's odds, but I also didn't like them against Hercules. He's already proven he can go up against a bigger, stronger man and come out with a win. And I'll tell you, the same thing's going to happen to Ahmed Johnson as happened to Hercules. If he finds himself trapped in that sharpshooter, I believe that it may all be over. That's going to be the number one thing for Ahmed Johnson, is to make sure he doesn't allow Bret the Hitman Hart to put that sharpshooter on him.
I couldn't agree with you more. By the same token, the Hitman has got to make sure he doesn't get into a fight and try to match strength and power with Ahmed Johnson, because that would be a tremendous mistake.
Absolutely. If this were inside the gym right now, then there's no doubt who the winner is going to be.
Ahmed Johnson wasting no time at all. Run across the ring. Big boot to the head, man, knocked him out.
Oh, what a move right there by Ahmed Johnson. He's wanting to make short work of the Hitman.
There's that rear chinlock by Ahmed Johnson, putting the squeeze on the Hitman Bret Hart. Ahmed, of course, victorious over the British Bulldog in the opening round. That was strength versus strength. In this case, Ahmed's going to have to adjust to a style that Bret the Hitman Hart brings to the fight. Neck breaker nicely done by the Hitman.
Well, Bret the Hitman Hart really caught a barrage of punishment in the early goings of this match, and you have to wonder how much of that's lingering.
From a deadlift position, Ahmed Johnson has got him up. Gut-wrench suplexes him. He is throwing the Hitman around like a rag doll.
Well, Bret the Hitman Hart right now just trying to regain his composure. He's going for a meaningless cover. There's no way in the world he was going to get a 3 count on Ahmed Johnson. He wasn't even hooking the leg.
And now the Hitman working the head and the neck of Ahmed Johnson. Back body drop, and down he goes. The Hitman Bret Hart, long time no nose. He goes all the way out over the top rope, down hard to the floor. Long time known as half of the Hart Foundation with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, but as of late has been going at it in singles competition and done very well for himself. Oh, and again the boot right to the head, and the Hitman may be concussed.
Yeah, he took a really bad shot right there at the hands of Ahmed Johnson. Another deadlift into a German suplex with a pin.
Ahmed Johnson almost getting the 3 count right there. We talked about the fact that he would have to change styles, and I think he just showed right there that he's capable. As Bret the Hitman Hart once again regains control, at least for the moment. Ahmed Johnson into the corner. The Hitman sizing him up. Here comes the Stampede, and he drives him right into the canvas head first. And now, true to form, the Hitman from the middle rope. Fist drop right into the forehead. He has busted him open. Ahmed Johnson is bleeding.
Well, that was another 2 count, but this time Ahmed Johnson kicks out with not so much authority. He's starting to show the wear.
Indeed, both of these men are, as this is a second round match, the semifinals. The winner will go on to the finals to face either the 1-2-3 Kid or Tito Santana. Boots in the midsection, Pearl River plunge. Here it is. Shoulders are down. Referee is at 1. He's got 2. And the Hitman able to kick out.
Bret the Hitman Hart somehow reaching deep down inside, able to kick out of that one. He responds with a suplex. But again, I think the power and strength advantage, which in this one is very clear, is going to probably be too much for him to overcome. That's where tag team wrestling would have helped him a lot. He could have tagged in Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who matches up much better with Ahmed Johnson. But in a singles career, you don't have that advantage.
Well, that be as it may, if the Hitman is going to have a singles career, he will have to find a way to beat the bigger, stronger athletes. Oh, my goodness! Ahmed Johnson drops him head first across the apron. I believe the Hitman is finished. He hasn't moved.
Well, he's moving now, but only because Ahmed's picking him up with another deadlift gut-wrench suplex. He is just manhandling the Hitman.
Bret Hart targeting the leg of Ahmed Johnson with a knee. He went in for what might have been a sharpshooter attempt, I don't know. But Ahmed Johnson had the answer. He has him up. Powerbomb. Oh, wait a minute. That's 2. He's going to do it a 3rd time. Oh, my goodness. 3 consecutive power bombs on Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, now the Hitman pulling back on the chin. Referee asking Ahmed Johnson if he wants to give it up.
I don't believe it's going to happen here. No, he gets out. Ahmed Johnson has come too far to give up now.
Boy, oh boy, another big bionic kick right to the head. Bret Hart does not know what day it is. Military overhead press, power slam. Hooks the leg, it's over. Ahmed Johnson put him away with that one. But at what cost?
Well, Ahmed Johnson is a bloody mess, no doubt about it. He's not going to have a lot of time to get ready for the last match.
As we take a look back at moments from this one, and it was everything we expected it to be. The Hitman was never able to apply the sharpshooter, and that was one of the keys to victory that you mentioned at the beginning.
Absolutely, and he did everything he needed to do. He made sure that when the Hitman went for it, he kicked him off.
That is indeed a tremendous win for Ahmed Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. We know one person who has punched his tickets to the finals. Let's see who's going to join him. We'll be back with more from the Wrestling Classic right after this.
Trust me.
All right, fans, we are back.
following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 216 pounds, the Kid.
All right, once again, this 1, 2, 3 Kid in the ring. Is he gonna do it again?
Well, he's still undefeated here in the World Wrestling Federation as he gets ready to go up against Chico Santana.
From Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, Tito Santana.
All right, Tito Santana ready. Knowing that if he gets past this one, he's got Ahmed Johnson waiting.
Well, I'll say one thing, no matter which of these two guys advances, I believe Ahmed Johnson's had the tougher road to the finals than either of these two dudes.
Well, the 1, 2, 3 Kid was celebrating a little prematurely there. Tito Santana, the veteran, going to make him pay for it. This should be a scientific match, however.
Yeah, well, these are a couple of goody two-shoes, but we'll see how long that holds up. This is for an all-in-one tournament. Both men are going to want to make it to the finals to try and get past Ahmed Johnson. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised during this match if some ugliness should arise.
Well, indeed, emotions at times can get the better of anybody. But I've got a funny feeling it may not happen in this match. Spinning back heel kick right there now. The 1, 2, 3 Kid from the middle rope. Oh my goodness, what a moonsault. Oh, look at this. A variation of the Dragon Sleeper. That's a punishing hold right there. Tito Santana's in trouble.
Santana's fading and fading fast, but somehow managed to get out of it. Every time we see this 1, 2, 3 Kid in the ring, he always seems to find some other new move to show us. He always finds another way to surprise his opponent, and that was a great example right there.
I could not agree with him more. He is very impressive, this young man, no doubt about it. He'll have some rookie mistakes. That's part of the game. But he really is fighting way above his experience level. Even here tonight against the former Intercontinental Champion as he rains down the fists of fury. Santana throws him back to the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and those fists of fury were all clinch fists. I hate to be the one to say I told you so.
Back body drop and down he goes. Santana with the back elbow stuns him. And now crucifix. Couldn't hold the shoulders down, too close to the ropes. Santana rolls him over, hooks the leg. I don't believe you're going to get him with that. He did.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe Chico Santana not only got the... Oh, there it is. He smashed the back of his head right there at the edge of the apron. That's a very, very firm section of the ring. He knocked him out.
Well, you know, that's the kind of thing that can happen in a tournament like this.
Here is your winner, Tito Santana.
And the win streak of the 1, 2, 3 Kid comes to a close. Santana will be going up against Ahmed Johnson. Boy, oh boy, fans, I'll tell you right now, this is going to be one for the ages. Fans, we'll be back with more. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are ready.
The following contest is the final in the championship tournament. Making his way to the ring from Pearl River, Mississippi, weighing in at 303 pounds, Ahmed Johnson.
Well, Ahmed Johnson has found a way each time out to make it through the match. However, this may be a little bit different. We talk about the cumulative damage throughout the night of a tournament. And what we saw in the last match for Ahmed Johnson, busted wide open. Doctors have had just a little while to go to work on those cuts. But I would dare say it'll be very easy for Tito Santana to get that blood flowing once again on Ahmed Johnson. And how will he respond if he finds himself in that level of danger here in the finals of the Wrestling Classic?
Well, honestly, Ahmed Johnson, in my opinion, no surprise to be in the finals whatsoever. He is one of the most dominant forces we've seen here in the World Wrestling Federation in a very long time. And he's done all of that without the Doctor style even being ringside. Imagine what would happen if he had his manager.
And his opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 245 pounds, Tito Santana.
All right, Tito Santana. Perhaps the dark horse in this one. Maybe not the one predicted to be in the finals, but he is. All right, bell sounds, action underway. Santana comes out with a big drop kick right to the chest of Ahmed Johnson, who is dazed early on. Again, the cumulative total of the damage throughout the first two matches. And I believe Ahmed Johnson definitely has had the tougher road to the finals than Tito Santana has.
No doubt about that. I mentioned that earlier on, that I felt that that could be a factor, but look what happened here. Ahmed Johnson just kicked Santana all the way out of the ring. I believe he made a mistake by posing for the fans there, trying to taunt them. They don't matter. But here it is on the floor, and look what he's doing now.
Indeed, rolling inverted neck breaker, and Santana's been busted open.
Well, now all things are even, aren't they?
Santana bleeding profusely from the big right hand. And now he's got him. Oh, he's got him in a camel clutch. Ahmed Johnson trying to struggle his way to the bottom rope.
He powers out of it, however, and Santana does the header. She goes in all kinds of trouble right now.
Oh, wait a minute, Santana. He did it. He caught him and busted him open. Both men now bleeding.
And Santana gets dropped across the top rope. Payback for what he done earlier, in my opinion.
Ahmed Johnson now got him in the Boston Crab. Santana close to those ropes if he can just get there. Referee's asking if he wants to give it up. No, he made it.
Santana very fortunate to make it to the ropes, otherwise this one was over.
I don't expect this match will go very long, as both of these men have to be near exhausted. Dropkick attempt swiped aside, and Santana on the receiving end right now as Ahmed Johnson attacking the leg of Tito Santana.
Oh, he's got him up. Here it is. I thought it might be a choke slam, but instead it's the power slam that got him the win. Oh, he doesn't go for the cover. I don't know why.
There's that inverted suplex again that he did earlier as well. Ahmed Johnson knows what's worked for him tonight. He goes back to the well, hooks the leg. Will that be enough to get him the title? Two only as Santana comes out the back door. Ahmed Johnson now perhaps setting up for the Pearl River plunge. Tito Santana. Spear. Oh, he caught him. He caught him. Santana just caught Ahmed Johnson going for that spear. He may have knocked him out. Hooks the leg. It's one, 2. He got no.
Wow, very close to a 3 count right there for Chico. And Ahmed Johnson's going to have to once again dig deep down inside to figure out how he wants to get through this one.
Santana covering up and blocking many of those shots to the head. But it's a big drop of the knee by Ahmed Johnson that has currently got Tito Santana stunned. The crowd on its feet here at the Rosemont. Santana with a clothesline takes him all the way out to the floor.
Well, that's a big clothesline right there by Tito Santana. All the way out to the floor goes the big man, and now Chico's going to see what he can do out here, I suppose.
Driving ahead into the apron of Ahmed Johnson. And now they exchange chops, and Ahmed Johnson taking a page from the book of the 1-2-3 Kid with that back heel kick. Referee continues the count. Both of these men going back and forth. Santana's got him. Drives him head first into the steel steps.
Better pay attention to the count because it's going higher and higher.
Santana beats the count for 8. Ahmed Johnson is going to get counted out. And Tito Santana gets the win.
Are you kidding me? A count-out victory. He didn't beat nobody.
Well, those are the rules. You know it as well as they do. 10 seconds to get back in the ring. Ahmed Johnson wasn't able to.
What a travesty this has been.
I disagree wholeheartedly. Look at that move right there. Went for the spear. Tito Santana caught him with a modified DDT. Almost knocked him unconscious with that one.
Yeah, something about this really stinks to me.
Tito Santana, perhaps shocking the world here tonight. He is the winner of the Wrestling Classic.
Here is your winner, Tito Santana.
And he has earned an opportunity to go one-on-one with the Nature Boy Ric Flair for that championship that he holds. That will happen on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here for the Wrestling Classic on the Nation Network. For Jesse Damani, this is Mean Gene saying so long, everyone.